infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is a Sagittarius's mid-month soul path check-in for mid-October to the end of October 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, as it can help give you a broader picture of what might be going on. If you would like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. And I want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I also want to remind everybody that you can check out the beginning of the month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the new moon and the full moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022. 3 cards, please. One more card, please. Okay, we'll take them. So we have the Sun card, the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, and at the bottom we have the Sun card here. So it does appear that you're starting the mid-month really feeling in your purpose. You're feeling this sense of spirituality, and it's kind of flowing through you at this time. And you are receiving some spiritual messages here with the bird on the tree back here. And with the star card, the planets, the transits, the moon cycles are going to be important for timings of things, and should be seen as kind of road signs. This is kind of in and around those are when things are really going to happen for you here. But like I said, you're feeling in your purpose. You're feeling quite renewed. You're feeling this renewal of faith and hope about your circumstance, and about the opportunities you have open to you. Then we have the 4 of Wands here. So you are in this harmonious vibration here. There's a sense of, you could see it as coming home, but you're coming together with your community, your people, in kind of this celebratory energy here. You're feeling very harmonious in this. And then we have the 6 of Swords, excuse me. So you are feeling harmonious, but there is this rite of passage. You are going through this transitionary period here. And the Spirit is asking you to let go of some of these burdens of these swords. The weight of these swords, it becomes hard to get across this water here with the weight of these swords, and they might even fall over if you caught a wave, and that would be disastrous. So the Spirit is asking you to drop a lot of these burdens here. And this will make your transition a little bit easier here. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles here. So the number 6, as we have 2 6s here, is the number of perseverance. So whatever this rite of passage is, there's a feeling of having to persevere through it. And this is why having this harmonious coming together with your people is important, because this is going to help you persevere forward. But we have the 6 of Pentacles here. So there is a generosity in this energy, the harmony, excuse me. And you are sharing, but you are being preferential about how you share here. You're kind of weighing out who deserves what here. And then we have the 3 of Swords here. So there's an element to these 3. This dropping this burden, this person who is not going to be receiving your generosity. And I feel like this kind of, in a sense, kind of breaks your heart to feel like you have to do this. But again, the Spirit is asking you to drop these burdens here. And really, this is not as heavy as it might appear, because this is all riding on this Sun card. So you are kind of basking in the light in this harmony here. You're feeling happy. You're feeling very vital as you move forward. And you're doing all of this with a lot of positivity and warmth, even though you're not necessarily giving to this person. You're not cold to this person. And this causes this grief, if you will, because of this, because you're very lighthearted, you're basking in the sun, you're really feeling the warmth of the divine energy around you. And your heart is quite open here. So some of these burdens that you may have to let go of is creating this grief here, because you are in this transitory energy, and not everybody or everything that you currently have at the beginning of October in your sphere of reality is going to go on this rite of passage with you. And so any transition comes with this letting go of some things that you cannot take with you. And now this is just an example, but it's like if you move across the country, there's a lot of things for most people that they have to sell or get rid of, and not everything can go with you across country. You kind of have to slim down your belongings, if you will. And so this is kind of this energy that's taking place here. But you are moving forward feeling very successful. You have this enlightenment energy about you moving forward. This is the Scrying Eye Oracle deck. We'll get 3 cards and a bottom card from the top split, and then we'll do the same with the bottom. Please give us a message for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022. 3 cards, please. And while there's moments of silence, while I may be shuffling, do pay attention to anything you see within your mind's eye. You might hear a word or some song lyrics. A strong emotion may bubble up. You might smell something that reminds you of something, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I am connecting to your energy. And so your energy is very much a part of this reading, and your energy is here, and vice versa. And in a lot of ways, thank you, in a lot of ways, it's in these silent moments that this deeper reading takes place within. So do pay attention to those. Thank you. So we have Light and Dark Unite, City Baba, Umzo, and the Castle. And I think Scorpio recently got the Castle. So we have Light and Dark Unite. So this is this energy of uniting opposites and finding this balance between the two. This also speaks of this, because of that, this speaks of this harmony that you're experiencing here. And this also has a lot to do with a purpose and a realignment. And I feel like this is what this transition is about. You're realigning so that you can get into this castle here. And we'll get to that in a second. There is some self-healing that needs to take place here, and this will alleviate some of this grief you're experiencing here. But this can speak of harmonious relationships. So we have this harmony of the Four of Wands, and two people would appear to be walking down the aisle together. And then we have this, which is this harmonious relationships type of energy. This can also speak of soulmates. So there might be that in the mix, and we'll find out a little bit more as we go forward. And it's like you and your people, whether this be a new love or just your people in general, you're standing together. You have this feeling of like, okay, we've got each other's backs on whatever is coming towards you here. And here we have City Baba. I don't know if it's in the frame, but you're finding spiritual wisdom in unexpected places here. And you're finding this freedom to really be yourself in any circumstance, any situation that you find yourself in. You are really just finding this freedom to be yourself. And because of that, you really stand out. Is kind of like this energy of a flower growing out of the sidewalk. Like you really notice that, especially if you're in the city. So you're really just kind of doing you through this transition. And because of that, you are easy to spot here. You're kind of shining like this sun card here. And then we have Umzo. So this freedom to be yourself. This is speaking of the true self. There is a merging taking place with the divine. And I feel that off of this sun card here. This is also speaking of releasing and letting go of attachments, shedding the false. So there's something false that is being shed here. Also realizing the truth with this enlightenment here. And at the bottom, we have the castle here. So this is speaking of, for one, this is as above, so below. There's a castle here, but there's also a castle in the clouds here. And so this castle is mirroring this above castle. So as above, so below. Everything that happens in the spirit in the astral must be then reflected onto the glassy surface of our reality here. So everything happens there first, and then it is reflected here. The spirit is wanting you to know that. But you are stepping into this physical and spiritual wealth. You're stepping into this abundance and success. You are prioritizing spiritual wealth over monetary wealth here. And this might be where some of this grief is coming from, because you're letting go of something that you were once had become accustomed to. But you are transitioning, you are changing, as we all are, but the spirit is wanting you to know about this. And that this transition is really an achievement that's taking place. But with this harmony and with your people, you're really finding a sanctuary here. And this can also speak of dreams, so perhaps keep a dream. I mean, you should always keep a dream journal. But it does appear that some of these messages you'll be getting will be in your dreams, so that would be important. All right. Please give us 3 cards. Please give us a message for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022. Elder Power. Thank you. All right. Something doesn't want me to pick this up. Oh, okay, we got the... All right. So we have the Elder Power, the Jinn, the Coven, the Hellhound, and at the bottom we have Sunrise. So I feel like we're going to kind of get a repeat of what's above here. But we have the Elder Power here. Let me make sure that's in the shot there. There we go. So this is speaking of secret abilities and this surprising reveal of these secret abilities. Hidden magic here. It's like that kind of energy of the... Kind of like you think of your grandma as, no, that's just grandma. And then you realize that she has magical powers that you never knew about. This would be kind of a surprise. And this is the kind of energy that is coming out here. And this also speaks of a destruction of misconceptions here. And I feel like this is kind of what you're letting go of, are some misconceptions and some of these attachments, because it's really these attachments that are giving you this grief here. And when you let them go, finally, there is a sting, but you quickly find yourself in this sun position. And then we have the Jinn. So this is not the genie in the lamp. This is the historic jinn. So this is a shadowy force, kind of a shape-shifting energy. Excuse me, I just got a little nauseous on the. There's something about this energy that. But this is something that is dark and light. This is malevolent and benevolent. This is loyal, but it could also betray you at any given time here. But this is a powerful energy, and I feel like with this light and dark unite here. There's something about this integration and this. This is more of on the darker scale of entities that you may be working with, but it does appear that this energy is working in your favor at this time. Now, that's not going to be for everybody, but that is for a lot of you. And then we have the coven here. So there is this secret kind of work or secret team or a secret group perhaps that you are collaborating with, and this might be this your peoples here. This is also speaks of a pooling of energy here, and the implementation of that energy towards a specific goal here. This can also speak of practice and ritual, so you may be engaged in some level of that. But there's some repetitive task that you continue to do with your people here. And whatever you're doing, this is this community effort here. And this can also speak of magic and witchcraft. So we have a few magic cards out here. And it does appear that these things are, like I said, working in your favor. And then we have the Hellhound here. So this speaks of taming this dark energy, having this dark energy kind of move on your behalf here. You've tamed it. So it is. It's kind of like if you were to meet a wild wolf, we'll say. Initially, this would be kind of scary, and it could potentially be dangerous. But when you befriend the animal, and it realizes you're not going to hurt it, and that you are giving it what it needs. Then it becomes your friend, and these type of energies love to have a task. So it does appear that you're putting these energies to task here. Very interesting. And then we have sunrise here. I don't know if you can see it. So this is very much like the sun card here, where whatever your workings are, and there is some workings here, is bringing a lot of happiness. You're finding victory and success in whatever you're engaged in. So more power to you. And you're really feeling this warmth of this like desert sunrise after this cold night of the desert, and the sun is coming up. This is kind of how you're feeling as you move forward. And you're really having this enlightenment and illumination about your new beginning. Your new day is dawning here. And it's kind of the end of the dark night and this new chapter is beginning here. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October. All right. We'll take them. Okay, we have open center here. So you are receiving these messages from the divine, and it's reflecting out into the world through this open heart of this sun energy here. You're also receiving these messages into your visionary state. So you might want to keep a meditation journal. I would say anything that you feel like you should write down, don't second guess that. Just go ahead and write it down in your journal, because you're going to want to look back on these things. These are like gems being bestowed onto you by the divine here. But it does appear that your heart center is really open here. And then we have the encounter here. So these spirits are coming through here. And this does appear that this third eye is quite illuminated here. So these visions that you will be receiving, you might even see these in your meditations, your dream work, perhaps in these rituals. But there is an encounter taking place here, which I feel like, even though these appear kind of dark here, this is going to make you feel really good, and this is actually going to empower you, this encounter here. This is kind of a magical reading here. And not like Harry Potter magic. This is like real magic. All right. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is Sagittarius's inner landscape like, inner climate like for mid-October to the end of October. 2 or 3 cards, please. All right. And there's 3 there. Okay. Thank you. So we have fire. So creation. You are creating anew, but also destruction. There is something that has to be shed, or it's kind of like, even though we never want like a forest fire, it is actually really good for the plant life and new growth of trees, and the fire is almost necessary. The destruction is necessary for new growth to take place here. So this is kind of this energy here. And this is kind of how you feel within yourself. Like, you know that this is a necessary process and beginning. So you are starting this new day. expression. So you are just doing you, you're being yourself, and because of that, you're really standing out in a good way. And then we have eagle. So vision. So you are getting these visions, these messages, freedom. You're finding the freedom to be yourself, authority. So being yourself really does give you this authority here. And inspiration. I feel like this encounter is going to be very inspirational. Whatever that is. And do write in the comments and let me know what that is for each of you, because I'm very curious. I mean, this is very bold and in a good way. So, albatross. So faith, your faith is being renewed here. Endurance. So you have endured up to this point, and you continue to endure. Journey. You are on this new journey, and again with the hope. Your hope for the future is also renewed, and you have this hope too because you're uncovering these abilities, this magic that you didn't know that you could wield like this. All right. Can we scoot these up? Alrighty. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022. All right. One more, please. All right. Thank you. So we have heavy, and I spoke earlier about the weight of these swords, and having to drop some of them off because it is really putting things out of balance. You can't take everything with you on this. This person is also holding a weight, kind of weighing out where your generosity or sharing is going to go. So the Spirit is asking you to find balance in that. And there's some way to find a balance in that. But again, it does feel heavy. Whatever that is for you, it feels heavy. There are no mistakes. So the universe doesn't make mistakes. Even when a planet collides with another planet, this is not a mistake. This is part of the order of the universe. And the order of the universe, to someone who lives on a planet, this looks like chaos. But this is all in its divine order, if I can say it that way. And so this is telling you to remind you of this as you kind of go through this hard time, that everything is in its divine order. Dealing with these energies, doing this working, and everything is in its divine order. Also, we have some more planets here, some moons. So again, the planets, the transits, the moon cycles are going to play an important role in the timing of these things. And actually some of these workings can be boosted by paying attention to those planets and transits, moon cycles. And this says there's nothing you can do. And there's a picture of a person trying to saw this yin-yang symbol apart, essentially trying to separate the darkness from the light here. But the dark and the light are united. Now, it's our perception that the perception of the human mind that sees these things as separate. but in fact, they are one, and there's lightness in the dark, and there's darkness in the light also. And so when it says there's nothing you can do, you can't separate these things out. And this is kind of what you're doing. You're like, these things don't separate out. You're kind of seeing the oneness of a lot of things with this card over here. And so you're working with the light and the dark here. And when we bring these what would appear to be opposite or opposing forces together, this creates a tremendous amount of power here. So this is kind of what you're working with here, and that's why this encounter is like this surprising reveal. All right. Let's please give us 2 cards, please, for what is on Sagittarius's soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022. We have the light. I'll move it over here. One more, please. Okay. All right. So this is more confirmation. We have the light, which is self-explanatory, and the raven, this dark entity, if you will. Also, this spirit entity. The raven or the crow is often associated with magic as well. So you are getting both of these. You are reaching for the light, and it makes me feel like this star sun, or the star card and the sun card, if you were to combine them, you kind of get this light card. But you are reaching for the light, but you're also utilizing the dark. And it's like this dark energy is your friend here. You don't have to take one and deny the other. You're together in this here. And that's what this is kind of telling me here. So embrace this this energy here. From one perspective, from a dualistic perception, these are separate and they don't go together. From a non-dualistic perception, these things are one and have always been one. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Sagittariuses with for what is on their soul path for mid-October to the end of October 2022? 3 cards, please, for a parting message. All right. One more, please. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So again, we have another 4 here. So 4 is the number of stability. So finding this balance of the light and the dark, you actually find this stability in the balancing of these things. If we're all about the light, this is unbalanced. If we're all about the dark, this is unbalanced. But you're finding this balance here, this stability in this. We have the Ace of Swords here. So you are having this whole thing kind of reads success here. So you are having this success. You're also having this breakthrough with this encounter, with this surprise of these abilities. But this is all being spurred on by this truth here. And this is being handed to you by the divine here. And this is definitely going to spark new ideas for you. Once you get over the initial surprise of this, then you can these new ideas will bubble up of how you can best utilize this new energy. But with the Four of Cups here, and this is speaking to these three cards here, as though they're these three cups. When you finished with this process of the transition, you've let go, you're kind of weighing things out in a different way, and you have this sting, but you get over it. It's kind of like this Sun card is when you look up and notice that the divine is handing you this new cup here. But you have to take your attention off of this energy to even notice this cup here. So the Spirit is really wanting you to do that. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Yes, the Knight of Cups. So you are moving forward, and you're really moving forward in a compassionate way here. You're not using these things for anything divisive at all. You're really moving forward with a lot of compassion for those that you come in contact with. And you're really stepping into your own beauty and grace, which has actually always been there. But there's something about this encounter that really allows you to feel, again, with this accomplishment. You're feeling accomplished. You're feeling good about yourself. And you're kind of stepping forward with these new ideas, this creative energy that you are moving forward with. And at the bottom, we have the Seven of Pentacles here. So whatever you're working with, you realize has sustainable results, and you're kind of cultivating this new garden here. You're kind of cultivating something for the future because you have your eye into the future. So you are having this long-term view of things. Then we have the Three of Cups. Now, with the Coven card, this very much speaks to me of ritual. But this is also a collaboration, friendships, your people here coming together, this pooling of energies like the Coven card. So there is that. Now, there's an element to this that has you perhaps having some sleepless nights. You might be in a state of worry about, well, what'll happen if I drop these burdens of the past, like, oh, this is going to hurt, this type of thing. And the Spirit is putting this here so you know. Also, initially, dealing with energies like this, you may have a certain sting of anxiety initially, but it does appear that is quite temporary here. So this Nine of Swords is a temporary energy on your path here. But the Spirit is saying you have to make some choices here. You have to drop off these burdens, and you have to really step forward here. And with these energies, you have to engage. So you have to make some choices here. And so this is usually the Two of Wands, is this on the fence energy, like should I, shouldn't I, this type of thing. But with the Wands, you are planning for the future. Again, you have this long-term view. And again, you are discovering these things about yourself. But with this person, you have the whole world in the palm of your hands. It's like at this point, you could almost do anything. Is kind of what I feel here. And when you do, you find yourself in this 10 of Pentacles energy. So, and of course, this is wealth and long-term success here. But this is this wealth of the spirit. This, your wealth is in your spiritual power and force here that you have. And again, this is gonna sustain you, and something you I feel like you pass on to another generation even here. One more? Okay. So whatever this craft is, with the Eight of Wands, you are working it. And this also speaks of repetitive tasks. So this whatever you're working, it might not be new to you. You might have been doing this for a minute, but it is... you're having this encounter from it. So you are mastering this task here, this craft. This also speaks of mastering yourself here, and that speaks to these cards here, mastering yourself and moving forward into the sun here, into this new day. This new day is upon you, but you have to step into this energy. So I think we're going to go ahead and leave this reading here. Sagittarius, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. And actually, even though there is some issues here, this actually looks really good. If I were to get this reading for myself, I would be quite excited here. So, this does actually look like it plays out very well and in your favor here. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Sagittarius is... I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.